Hello there. We're going to be talking a little bit about Nyx, doing a quick overview here. Nyx is kind of niche, uh, but she's very good in her niche. Mainly just long range AoE with piercer damage. That's really her. That's the only point of her. Which means she's great in Gear Raid 3. She is great in anti-air or AoE arena. She is great in some GVG teams, if you can get them working. She's not that great in most other places. Um, I don't. There are very few situations where I'm like, hey, using Nyx would probably help me. But the ones that do, she does a great job at them. Uh, Gearing wise, you're probably will ignore this. This is just whatever. You're probably going to be wanting to run towards Infernal Roar, possibly, Soulbound Arcana would work as well, but I believe she has a few multipliers inherently. No, she doesn't. Look at that. Well, then chances are Infernal Roar, Soulbound Arcana, you're probably going to end up with somewhat similar results, unless you have damage buffs going around. So the difference will probably be fairly marginal. The only real difference is when it starts kicking in. So Infernal Roar, Soulbound Arcana, they will both work well for her. If you have her exclusive, that would probably be the best option. If not, a Sharpshooter Crest will be your next best option. And that's really pretty much it, besides, the Bloodbond Signet. But those are the two main ones you're going to want to focus on. You could possibly run an Angel's Gaze on her. That's another different option. Probably not as worthwhile as the first two, but still. Um, Now, Nyx is kind of lackluster at base, but each of these awakenings actually adds a hell of a lot of value. So her A1 just extends her ultimate duration, which is pretty good. More flat attack. Her A3 will allow her to cycle her ult a lot, considering you're using her for AoE content. Then her base attack having just extra rage regen. Basically, you get to the point where she will be spamming her ultimate very, very consistently. And if you get her to A5, her double AoE damage is absolutely nuts. Um, I would only consider going intentionally trying to summon for Nyx if you have places where you are using her, or places where you would need to use her, but she's still kind of lagging behind. Um, she works great when she works, but it's yeah, it's not the champion I would prioritize on a newer account. It's more something to tie off loose ends on a more endgame account. Uh, but that's pretty much it. She is good at what she does. So cheers. You have a nice one.